Let's talk 2026 for a second.
Yeah.
Quarterback 2026. I think there's been at least one offer handed out by Notre Dame. I think I've witnessed a second. Maybe I'm mistaken, but tell us about Julian Lewis.
Yeah, how about that, Darren? We're talking about class of 2026. How old do you feel, Darren Pritchett?
I'm so past it. I mean, the fact that kids born in the 2000s are in Major League Baseball right now in the NHL, it's very depressing.
So yeah, Notre Dame offered a young man named Julian Lewis. Darren, I think I've been hearing about this kid since he's in the 7th grade. I mean, he's kind
Really?
of like the next up and coming, next up and coming guy. Maybe 8th grade, but he's only in the 9th grade. So Wednesday morning, I believe Gino Guidugli, went to Carrollton and saw him throw. This is the spring evaluation period after all. So it is a period for, these colleges to evaluate in person. So you look at the offer list again. This kid's a freshman in high school. Georgia, Bama, FSU, Florida, Texas, A&M, Penn State, Oregon, Michigan. I mean, USC, LSU, Ohio State, Miami, Notre Dame. Holy crap. He's listed at 6'1.5", 185 pounds, just a freshman. I mean, if Notre Dame is able to go into Carrollton, Georgia, which is, it's on the Georgia-Alabama border. So it's close to Alabama. It's probably 2-hour drive to Athens, Georgia. I mean, when I say Alabama, I mean like Tuscaloosa. It's very close to Auburn. If Notre Dame is able to go into Carrollton, Georgia to land Julian Lewis, that would be maybe the biggest recruiting upset ever. Like for at least from a Notre Dame perspective, like this would be something else. Like this is going to be, most likely a 5-star. So it's like, yeah, Notre Dame is maybe offer 35 for this kid or something like that. But I don't know if they're late, right? Like he's a freshman in high school going into a sophomore year. But so Notre Dame did offer Julian Lewis. And then on Thursday, Notre Dame offered Jared Curtis from Nashville Christian School. Kind of a similar situation where you look at the top 2026 quarterbacks in the country. He's, going to be one of them. Bama, Virginia Tech, Vandy, Georgia, A&M, Miami, FSU, Notre Dame. Just a handful of his offers early on. Can he really be 6'3", 197 pounds, Darren, as a freshman in high school? That just seems a little crazy to me. But wow, I don't know what they're feeding these kids this day. Even if he's 6'2", 180, I mean, still that's a huge freshman. But yeah, so the first two 2026 quarterback offers Notre Dame sent out. I always think it's interesting to talk about, quarterback offers regardless of the class, because I mean, it's quarterbacks, right?
Well, this is a subject I've been grumpy about for years. I love what you just told me. Seriously, Mike, I am so happy to hear what you told me. Shoot for the stars. Don't go the easy way. Find quarterbacks that you want. I don't care if they are near the Alabama border, 2 hours from Athens. You got to go after them. You can't just settle. And I know that's not something that Marcus Freeman's ever going to do, is settle at a position. So I'm excited to hear what you had to say there.
Yeah, I like it. Look, shoot for the stars, and then you're gonna have people come on shows and tweets and whatever, and be like, "Oh, look at all these recruits. Notre Dame's not landing. They've offered X amount of guys and only landed a couple." It's like, get out of here with that crap. Like, shoot for the stars. I mean, the worst these recruits can do is say no. As long as you've not just like wasted your time and you still have other options, then yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. For me, the shooting for the sure, that's nice, but it's the how off early. Like, yes, Darren, that's the big thing. Yep. My first day at Blue and Gold was May 1st, 2019. It was almost 2 years from that date to when the Notre Dame offered their next quarterback. And it was Steve Angeli in March of 2021. 2 years. Now, a lot of that was due to COVID. Notre Dame was, I think, the last Division I school in the country to offer a quarterback in the 2022 class. because Reese and those guys couldn't get on the road, but it's like everyone else is offering quarterbacks, like you can do it too. But yeah, so that was that's something else. So it's good to see the juxtaposition of that recruiting with now Gino Guidugli offering 2 class of 2026 guys after just seeing them once in person. I like it.
Gino Guidugli is now my favorite quarterback coach of all time. Okay, finally, any official visits coming up?
Lots. And if you're a blueandgold.com subscriber, we have a pinned thread on our board, the master visit list, which we have a ton of guys confirmed who are taking official visits. Just a couple that we confirmed this week and reported on that I wanted to share with our audience. Darren, Paul Menke Jr. He's from Samuel Clemens High School in Texas. On3 ranks him as the number 137 overall player, number 11 safety. The rest of the industry ranks him as a 3-star prospect, but yeah, On3 ranks him higher. Menke visited Notre Dame in April, I want to say. Let's see. I do believe he visited April 14th, and he'll be back on campus for an official visit in early June. So Notre Dame has one safety commitment from Kennedy Urlacher. Looking actually like a pretty big safety class for the Irish, Darren, somewhere between 2 and 4 guys, which
Good.
is actually it's a big number and a big range. Kind of depends on how some of the board shakes out. If they get Caleb Beasley as a third corner, then there might just be 3 safeties. But yeah, it's looking like a big defensive back class. And then we haven't talked much, Darren, about Notre Dame adding a second tight end in the 2024 class. If they do, I think the staff would be over the moon if it's Ainsworth, Nebraska, tight end, Carter Nelson, number 123 overall player, number 10 player at his position. This kid is definitely one of the best in the country. Yeah, you scroll through the offers, considered a Nebraska lean per the On3 recruiting prediction machine. But then he also has, Georgia, Bama, Notre Dame, Tennessee, Wisconsin, everybody, right? So this is a top target for Notre Dame, and he has been for a while. So Nelson will get to campus the weekend of June 9th, I believe. So a couple of prospects to keep an eye on.
All right, Mike, let's wrap things up by reminding Irish fans how they can be a part of the Blue and Gold family.
It's easy. You go onto your phone's web browser, or you go to your computer or your iPad or whatever, type in blueandgold.com, and we'll have an offer for you up at the top of the page. Sign up and head to the Loose Emoji board on our website and chat with thousands of other Notre Dame fans. It's a great place to be to communicate with like-minded Irish fans, or very possibly Irish fans with differing opinions. But there's always fun and moderated, lightly moderated, I should say. We like to let the people talk, but discussion between Notre Dame fans about Irish football, college football, life, where to move, whatever. And you get to interact with our Blue and Gold staff as well.